Come Labor Day 1992, we're going to see a new band parading on Eastern Parkway. The name of that band is Excerpts from the New World. That band is being presented by Sesame Flyers Incorporated International, and they have solicited the services of great mask designer Stephen Leon from Trinidad and Tobago, who has been designing masks since the 1940s. They have also solicited the services of the Atlantic musical band, which we just saw a few moments ago playing on CultureShare, and they'll be providing the music on the road for Excerpts from the New World. I had the opportunity of speaking with the three men directly involved in that production: Winston Monroe, president of Sesame Flyers Incorporated International; Stephen Leon, the mask designer; and Cutty Noel, the manager of the band Atlantic. I first spoke to Stephen Leon and mentioned to him that it's been since the 1940s he's been involved in the designing of masks. He's been to all over the world, but this is the first time, believe it or not, that Stephen Leon is coming to Brooklyn to design a mask for Labor Day.
Well, I've been very busy when you look at it on the other islands. But you see, and this year, well, the Sesame Flyers approached me, and I took the opportunity to do it. The manager of the one, Miss Williams, came up and see me. So we had a discussion, and well, after Carnival was a different discussion, which would be Mr. Monroe and his committee, and we had a discussion about it.
Excerpts of the New World. Is this a mask that you already did in the Caribbean and you're going to present for the first time? Or is it a totally new piece that we're going to see?
It's a new piece up here, but it's a part of my band this year. And it's abstract from it that we do it, which is more on the tribal side.
This is the first time you're doing a mass in New York. Are you looking at it from a different perspective, as to say if you were in Montreal or Toronto or maybe Saint Martin for that matter?
No, when you look at it, well, each place is you try to project the message you could. Well, especially the masqueraders and the public. But when you look at the overall, it's the same thing over. That's what you're projecting. Carnival, as it is, Carnival is a roadshow.
Let's move on now to Winston Monroe, the gentleman from Sesame Flyers International Incorporated, one of the chief organizers in this presentation. Now, I understand this is the first time you have taken on a presentation of this magnitude. You have been involved in other smaller ventures, and it has been a bold step, and I'm sure you're looking for nothing but ultimate success.
Definitely, most definitely. We have with us, as I said before, the major mass producer in the Caribbean, which is Stephen Leon, and we have the best music to accompany that, and behind that we have the best organization, in my opinion, to complement both the music and the mass. So with these three components, I don't think we can go wrong. We have a tremendous organization that has the support of a great majority of the Brooklynites that would really enhance the mass that we're looking forward to producing. So we have no qualms about getting into this venture.
You said you have no qualms. You were involved with kids before.
Yes.
Doing all sorts of presentations.
Definitely.
And you decided to take that ultimate step.
Right.
Now, you said there were no qualms, but you see, the reason why I'm a bit apprehensive is that I know any organization taking on something of that magnitude, as you said, you'd want to ensure that you get the right people involved. When the people started to come around, when you started to look around and identify people, were you somewhat a bit apprehensive as to what their would have been their reaction?
Well, we weren't really sure what the reaction of the producer would be. We were approached initially for this project by Derek Beard, which is Deck Production, and he's also the manager of Atlantic. He's the one who initiated this whole project, and we were elated when he approached us. We were really excited because it was something that we had thought of before but never really got into it because we didn't really have the avenues to really get into it. But when Derek approached us on this, we were all excited about the whole project, and we thought that this was the time, seeing it was the 25th anniversary of the Labor Day, we thought this was the right time to do it. And with the components in place, we felt we had the real avenue to channel these energies.
Derek Cotinoel, you are the manager of Atlantic.
Yes.
And as I say, there's no mass without music.
That's correct.
That's like they say, I mean, you play mass and you can't play powder.
That's right.
Atlantic must be quite happy being involved in this venture and looking forward to that mass presentation on Labor Day. How are the guys?
Well, they are looking forward to it, yes.
That initial involvement of, I know that you approached Winston,
Yes.
Talking about the entire presentation.
Yeah.
How was it then? I mean, you come into Winston and talking about it, trying to get your organization involved, Atlantic involved. Were you looking then for a medium to ensure that Atlantic plays on Labor Day, or was it actually you trying to ensure that you're trying to network and make sure people come together to ensure a good presentation?
Well, I think what it is that I've been around different cities. I've seen carnival. I go to a lot of carnivals. Sometimes I go to 7 carnivals a year. And I recognize that there is room for improvement in the Brooklyn Carnival. I, of course, know Winston for a while. I also exercise at the mass camp or the club, and so I know of the organization, and I thought that being manager of Atlantic and seeing Carnival and the fact that I love culture, I recognize that there are a couple of major other organizations that bring mass, but not to the level that it should be. Labor Day have the amount of people. They have over 2 million people on the Parkway, and probably less than 10,000 play mass. So there are room, of course, to make a major presentation. Based on that, I approached him, let him know, well, of course, I manage Atlantic, and there is room for improvement, and let's get the best mass men to make the presentation, and this is how this coming to be.
Cotinoel, manager of Atlantic, Winston Monroe, president of Sesame Flyers International Incorporated, and Stephen Leon, mass designer, talking about excerpts from the New World, a new mass presentation for Labor Day 1992. CultureShare, get your slice and share your slice. We get back to the entertainment now. This is another bad in the Calypso business, a former Calypso monarch in TNT. He's Weston Rollins, the Crow, and he had another big year 1992 from his album. Here he is performing live, Wine.
I want to see my Astro. I want him to come back here to make some good Kaisos Union this year. This jump, and wine, no come. It makes me feel so sorry to know that my Astro gone. So I'm calling back the late Sagalba, Cristo and his spoiler. I alone can fight them and wasting time. All of them singing wine. I put on my radio, I had to grind. All I hear is wine. The fella really blowing me. And prime. All I hear is wine. I got to do something weird to make time. All I hear is wine. Now there I tell them fellas behave. Up to now not one man sing about wave, but it seems as though they still out of line. Everybody singing about wine in the body. Wine in the body. Wine in the waist. Wine from a line. Wine and fellas blowing my mind. Everybody singing about wine. If them fellas just do homework for true, a whole year to write 2 songs, that's what them just do. It's like they come out to kicks, they stop singing lyrics. It's part 1, part 2 and 3, same melody. So if them fellas continue so, I keep on playing the fool. All I want is a pencil set and rule to hope make I is so cool. I put on the radio, I don't grind. All I hear is wine. The fellas really blowing my mind. All I hear is wine. I listen to them for 95 and prime. All I hear is wine. I do something to reinforce my spine. All I hear is wine. Now I tell them fellas behave. Up to now like one man sing about wave. The thing I know they still alive. Everybody singing about wine in the body. Wine on the lobby. Wine just your waist and wine for my line and wine. The fellas blowing my mind. Everybody singing about wine. tip we had to sparrow and pitch him up in the day. You never hear them singing. Guys sound like a rocking. Check out Shadow's unique constructor. See how his melody flow. You go realize that them young wino learn to sing guys so. Put on the radio and look.
All I hear is wine.
The fellas really blowing my mind.
All I hear is wine.
And it's Tempo 95 and Prime.
All I hear is wine.
I got to do something to me spine.
All I hear is wine.
Now they are telling fellas behave. I've done none of one man sing our way. But it seems as though they still the line.
Everybody's singing about wine.
Everybody,
Wine.
the melody,
Wine.
some the ways,
Wine.
the line,
Wine.
them fellas blowing their mind.
Everybody's singing about wine.
Crow looking very much like a contortionist doing that number there, Wine, on CultureShare. Get your slice and share your slice. And we'd like to thank the Caribbean Promoters Association Incorporated for affording us the opportunity of taping Crow and Arrow on the show they held recently. We'll be right back.